Hello, family and friends. Your greatest family life strategist is here. I make your life better. And I take your relationships from good to great and from great to exceptional level where you alone are living there and you're enjoying your life. Okay, so thank you very much, all of you who have been following, and thank you for your great feedback. I'm glad that I'm helping you simplify this process and you're learning how these things work. Now, I mentioned something the other day about the fact that you can make a lot of money without even doing any of these things, especially if you have contacts in government, and then you can create programs that can help, right? But you need to learn how to write proposals. But even though proposal is not everything, you need to learn pricing. So you want to get a mentor, get someone that can mentor you, especially if you have access. Now, I asked you to also write a list of 100. How many of you got a list? If you have not gotten that list, then don't be afraid and don't be ashamed. You can start from today, from where you are to where you want to be. Right. And so now I believe that all of you have created a leads generator, right? And so the next thing you want to do is to create a sales funnel. Now, let me tell you about funnels. Funnels is simply a pipeline that helps you automatically convert the leads into paying clients. So posture the funnels as this. Have you registered for anything for free before? That after a while you start receiving mails from them and they'll tell you 7 days to this thing, 7 nights they come for this free webinar, blah blah blah. Is holding to that, and you attend the webinar and then you have sold to something that you now buy, right? Or even the webinar might be paid for. So that entire stretch is what is called sales funnel. It's like pipeline that leads you from point A to the point where the customer pays. Now, there are different frameworks around funnels. Richard Branson is who I consider to be the best sales funnels person in the world, and I love his funnels. I had to go take his training. I think he's got one training that I think is good enough, that some of you can attend. I think it's like 99 or $100 or something like that, right? But beyond that, you can also get people to design one for you. And then I know that there are a couple of white labels that if you subscribe to, usually about $30 or something per month, everything you need, and the entire suite you need for your coaching, the sales funnels, the pipe, everything is already automated for you, right? So you can get that. If you don't have a website, and then I use Kajabi, and so there's a whole lot that can. I mean, I have an entire team that works on that, because again, I put in 24 years, right? So, a system to convert leads into paying client is what sales funnel is like. It involves email sequences, discovery calls, or webinar. So you can have, so let's say, for example, I want to sell a class that is maybe $1,000, right? And then what I'm going to do, I'm not just going to go to the public and say, come and buy a class that's $1,000. So let's say that class is how C-suites can find a lover, right? I know who C-suites are. Some of them, they struggle to find a lover. Some of them are divorced, you know. And so I'm first going to create 7 reasons why C-suites struggle to find the best lover and how to overcome that. That's my lead generator. So download it for free. So people are downloading it for free. They are putting their details in there. So there is a mail that first thank them for downloading it. We appreciate you and blah, 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 blah. And then maybe for the next 2 weeks, there about 3 times a week, I'm sending them mails to say, do you know, I'm telling them stories, 3 steps that you can take today to change your life and shift your alpha code energy to a feminine energy that can attract the best lover. All right. I write that. Then I'm going to write another one, to say, for example, if the person is an African, there is no ancestral cause dealing with you. This is the way to overcome every ancestral cause and find the love of your dream. I'm going to write that because I understand the psychology and the way many of them think, right? Have you discovered your secret shape? Writing something else, right? And then by the third week, I'm going to invite them over for a webinar, right? The webinar can be as cheap as maybe $10 or no, maybe, $10 is too low for them. For if it's C-suite, maybe like $100, right? You want to, and then in this webinar, these are the things I'm going to be sharing. And so as the days are going, you tell them reminders, 7 reasons why you need to attend this webinar, blah, blah, blah. You write a mail, sign up now. 55 reasons to need, sign up now. On the day of the webinar, right, you would have also done ads. The goal is, because they have money to pay, you want to convert them, but always remember that customers have money to pay. They want ease of payment. The fact that they're assist doesn't mean they're going to be reckless with their money, because they also know how to manage money and stuff. And so in webinar planning, you teach why and what. You never teach how, right? So in webinars, you can say 5 reasons why C-suite struggle with love, 7 beliefs that they need to uninstall for them to find a love, then fail-proof process to finding a love of your dream. So you have talked about 7 reasons why, which is their problem. You've talked about beliefs they need to uninstall. By that time, seminar is almost, webinar is almost over. I said, I would have loved to teach you more. However, there are 12 frameworks you need to follow. Fail proof. The people that did this last year, this is their result. 80% of them found the love of their life, and blah, blah, blah. This is an exclusive coaching experience that runs for 13 weeks, 2 hours a week in class, and we'll tell you what to do. It won't take your time at all, blah, 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 blah. This program will normally go for $10,000, but because it's group, pay $1,000, right? You can spread your payment if you want ease of payment as well. We have all these things available and blah, 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 blah. So you put your link for them to sign up, right? So the people that don't sign up on the spot, you send the replay link to them. Then you start to say, oh, blah, 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 blah. This is 7. You give them how this person failed to attend, and this was the consequence. The person that thought it couldn't work and it worked for them. You're sharing real people, real faces, testimonials, and blah, 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 blah. And then you're saying to them, oh, there's a new book. By the way, there's a new book I've just released. You might want to get this book because it will transform your life. That book, maybe it's like $40. They pay $40 for that. The money you make from that book is what you spend back on ads. And then the ads can be targeted at different set of people to say, okay, C-suite in what city, age, demography, and blah, blah, blah. You do that till the day the program starts, right? And so that is entire process is a sales funnel, right? It's automated, so it has nothing to do with you. Everything is, if it's well built, it will run by itself, right? And so you want to set up an email autoresponder. You can use MailChimp to nurture leads with valuable content, right? And so that's one I've talked about it. The one you send to them regularly. Then you want to offer a free 30-minute discovery call to understand your client's needs and pitch your services, right? I love free clarity sessions, usually 15 minutes. Ask me anything. You can book it on my calendar. It's free, but in 15 minutes, I can easily upsell you. Now, in upselling your client, there is a framework to it. If you ask, 6 steps to upselling clients on a clarity call, AI will give you ChatGPT will give you a script. You can even ask for a script. What do I say to convert people? It will give you a script, right? But you typically, I'm asking, how may I help you today? They say, oh, I can't find love. Okay, why do you think you haven't found love? Tell me, all the people, they are using me. What have you done before now to solve this problem? I've done this, I've done that. How much have you cost to solve this problem? I've done what if I could show you a way to permanently solve this problem that you won't have to pay anybody anymore? I don't mind. How much will you be willing to pay for that? Right? They'll tell you, I don't mind, I can pay anything. Okay. Well, that's some amount of money, but I mean, for $1,000, I'll get this problem solved for you, but you have to be in class with me for 13 weeks. Is that okay? All right. So, okay. So, do you want to pay once or you want to spread your payment on spread your payment? So, what do you want to start with now? You want them to commit something now. I put their card. If you live in America, if you're living in Nigeria, you want them to commit something, whatever it is, right? And it's non-refundable, basically, right? And once they do that, you can sign a coaching contract with them, and so that's conversion, right? And so then other thing is you want to host a webinar or a live Q&A session to showcase your expertise and promote your program. The way I would say it is this: position yourself as a pastor who never holds Sunday services and who never runs midweek services. What do you think is going to happen? The church is going to close. Exactly. So you want to run at least one video per week, that speaks to What you do, position yourself as an authority that is streamed on your YouTube channel. Everybody go and register YouTube. Once you have a Gmail, you can open YouTube, right? You have a phone, you can shoot something, right? And so you might even need to learn how to use your phone effectively. So these are the action steps. And that's why, remember I told you that you might need to collaborate with two or three other people to set this up, because sometimes the capital outlay is much for a person, right? Or you can leverage on an existing system to create your pipeline. I hope this has been helpful. Again, well, Praise Forward is my name. You can chat us up, and you can contact, send us a mail, or visit our company in Africa, the headquarter of Family Life Strategy and Innovation, familyhouseafrica.com. Or if you want to get certified, you can do ifedacademy.com. I hope this has been helpful. Thank you once again for joining. I'll see you some other time. I think we've done this 5 series already. Wow. And I believe your life is never going to remain the same. Please, as you begin to make the money, let us know. Remember, this is a game of audacity. There are people who don't have any of these things I'm teaching you, but they are audacious in the market, and people slide into their DM. Make a call every time you shoot a video. Tell them, oh, send me a private message, or get a link on my book, on my Calendly. You need to ask. You need to ask. You need to, don't just go out. Those were the mistakes I made before. I'll share a lot of knowledge. At the end of the day, there's nothing to pay for, because I've already given them all the solutions, right? I was out to display knowledge. I was not how to convert. Conversion is the name of the game. You must convert. So don't teach them how, teach them what and why. How is what they pay you. I hope this has been helpful. Enjoy your day and go ahead, move from certification to profitability. I love you. Bye bye.